Anytime you're about to cut somebody's hair, you must always prepare it, and you want to make sure that you comb it in the direction that it grows. Okay, the first step of any fade is you want to create your line. Now, I'm not going to bald it. I'm taking it down, but it's not to the skin. I'm going to put my lever all the way up, and I'm creating my first line. And if you notice, I have the line going down a little bit. This is what we call a drop fade. To me, it looks better. It's just a better haircut. Okay, now I've created my bald line. So the second step is I want to take off the top. With this, I got a 1 guard on and I'm going with the grain. It's not really taking much off. He doesn't want that much off. So I'm more so just cleaning the top. Oh yeah, and my lever is all the way up. Okay, now I want to create my second line. So I'm going to move my lever all the way down and I'm going to go up probably about a 1/2 inch. And notice I'm following the same pattern as my bald line. So with this line, I'm doing the same thing. I'm dropping it down as well. Okay, so I want to create my next line. Notice I put my number 1 guard. My lever is all the way down. I apologize, man. My shoulder's in the way a little bit. But as you can see, I'm just going up, creating the next line. That's what you do with fades. You create line after line after line, and you blend it in. Okay, I switched my clippers because I want to get another feel, so I went with my anniversary walls, and I got the number 1 Andes magnetic guard on. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm creating another line, kind of at the same time, just blending it as well. And on this part, I'm moving my lever up and down. Lever up to take more hair off, lever down to take less hair off. Okay, so look at the top part. You see the line in his hair where the waves are. So I put my bigger guard on, my number 2 guard, and my lever. I started off up, but I moved it down because I want to blend it in with those waves a little more. So I put on a bigger guard so it won't take as much hair off. I switched right here to 1.5 guard because the number 2 guard wasn't taking enough hair off for me. So I went down a guard and doing the same steps. I went back to my number 1 guard lever all the way up because I want to blend those waves in with the side. For me, I can still see a line, so I want to get rid of it. Now I got my lever all the way up and I'm focusing on the bottom part of the fade, like getting the line out. And one of the things when you fading is you can take your time. There's no rush. Especially as a beginning barber, you want to get to learn the hair. So have fun, move your lever up and down and kind of figure out, how much hair is taken off, but it's never a need to rush. And I apologize for my shoulders being all up in the camera. I gotta get these camera angles right. And my voice, man, I'm losing my damn voice. Now I'm using an open blade to smooth it down. I don't recommend this to new barbers if you're just learning or you're cutting your family members' hair because you might take off too much. This is more of a seasoned move, but if you are going to do it, just make sure that you press soft. So I went back to my open blade and I'm going against the grain again, but I'm raising it up a little higher. Like I said, I got 30 years experience and I still go back steps to improve things. So if you have to go back and improve something, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, I'm moving on to the back part of the fade, and I'm doing the same steps that I did on the other side. I'm creating my first line. My lever is all the way down, and I'm going up about 1 inch. Number 1 guard on, my lever's all the way up, and I'm just flicking on out. Shout out to all the moms, the single moms, or the married moms who's cutting their husbands or their kids' hair. Shout out to y'all watching this, because y'all been leaving me a lot of comments, and I really appreciate your love. And shout out to the youngsters who are watching this. If you're 12, 13 years old, shout out to you, because I started when I was 12 years old, and I appreciate you watching. Okay, I switched clippers and I'm using my Andes number 1 magnetic guard. The Andes number 1 magnetic guard is slightly bigger than the Wall number 1 or the number 1 guards that come with the Barber clippers. It's slightly a little bit bigger, so it takes off less hair. It's actually one of my favorite guards. I really like this guard a lot. As y'all can see, I'm hitting them with the side stroke. That's more of a veteran move again, but since his hair is low, man, I'm messing up. Sorry, y'all, for my shoulder, but I'm going sideways. It's more of a veteran move. It's smoothing it out. If you're new, don't do this. Or if you do try it, make sure it's a little kid, so if they get mad, they can't beat your ass or anything. Okay, so I verbally went over all the steps with you guys on the other side. So with this side, I'm just gonna let it play. Just gonna let the music play, let y'all rock on out to some music. I'll come in every now and then, maybe drop a jewel or two, but man, just enjoy the video. Oh yeah, subscribe. Somebody asked me the other day, Garrick, what would you recommend to new barbers? The thing that I would recommend to new barbers the most is to cut as many people's hair as you can. You just want to get familiar with the clippers. You want to get your practice in. Cut, cut, cut. I can't stress it enough. And know that you aren't going to be perfect. Allow yourself to make mistakes, but continue to do it. And I promise you will get better. My Netflix recommendation for today is an older show called The Killing. I think it's about 6 or 7 years old, but It's a good show. I'm talking about action from the beginning. As soon as it comes on, somebody's running through the woods getting murdered. The Killing, I highly recommend that show, Netflix. Now let's get to the lineup. My guy right here, I love these clippers. These are the Babyliss trimmers. Man, to me, the best trimmers on the market. But with his edge up, I'm not gonna take it back. As you can see, he's getting kind of light in the corners. And when someone's getting light in the corners, you don't wanna take it back too far. So just keep it natural and you can't lose. This is one of my favorite parts of the lineup, the arches right here. Like a dope arch can make the haircut, especially when somebody's looking at them from the front and they see that front view of the shape up. Woo-wee! Okay, with me lining up the front, I'm just gonna follow the natural shape of his hairline. I'm not gonna try to like push it back to make the line real straight. So if you're lining up someone whose hairline on the side is kind of recede or a little bit light, you want to follow that natural line, because if you try to push it back to make the line straight, it's going to make their forehead look real big and they might beat your ass. Another fresh one for the books. Hey man, thank y'all for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and also all the clippers that I use, I'm going to put them in the description so you'll have the link to them so you can easily buy them if you want to. I appreciate y'all. Have a good day.